Yep, happy Wednesday, guys. So let's go ahead and get started looking at some things here. Obviously, market is just dumping right now, so nothing to speak of. What I was looking at in the short term there was that we took a previous day low, and we were forming SMT at that moment with ES. And as of right now, I don't know if we've taken the SMT away. Let's see. So the SMT still exists. There's SMT at these lows, but more importantly, I would say more recently is obviously NQ's taking out all these lows and ES is holding on to them. So the SMT is still there. With that, we just entered the macro a couple of minutes ago. So I wanted to see a little bit more of a bullish push after sweeping previous day low. If we go out here to, let's say, like this 4-hour chart, this 4-hour candle closes in, 7 minutes? There will be a 4-hour fair value gap left open. The high of this current 4-hour candle will be considered buy-side liquidity. Obviously, there's a ton of imbalance all through here from NVIDIA earnings from last Wednesday. So a week ago, we had NVIDIA come out at the end of the day and just rip, and we actually put in a new high. And so now we're potentially looking at, if we're going to keep selling off here, a rebalance. Oh, can't grab my... Try that again. Looking for a rebalance down to at least equilibrium, right? So that would be the sell side target for me. Would be looking to rebalance to discount an OTE before continuing higher. As of right now, it looks like we are displacing through previous daily low. So leaning a little bit more bearish now, after not getting the respect to any sort of bullish PD array that I was hoping to see after the sweep of the previous day low. So we'll keep our eye open for that. But right now, bias now switch towards rebalance. And we'll see if we can catch shorts down to equilibrium or on the way to equilibrium at least. Let's see. Wow, that's 150 points. That's crazy. Looking at chart here, 5-minute chart on the bottom left. We'll keep this 4-hour here just to keep the main overall idea in mind. This 4-hour candle closes in 5 minutes. Is looking like it's going to close below the previous low, which would be nice. It will be a little bit iffy, I would say, if this 4-hour candle in the next 5 minutes comes up and closes back within the range. At that point, I might be open to waiting to see if we get along. Otherwise, if we continue to close and hold below, I want to look for shorts. All right, minute and a half left. This thing is pulling up a little bit. I do want to stick with the bearish bias though. For now, just the way that we've displaced so strong through the previous day low, I want to stick with the bearish bias a little bit. I might be a little bit more hesitant if we come up and close in here, but I want to stick with the bearish bias a little bit for now. Just meaning like, if I'm hesitant, I might not just like fire away on the first possible PD array, like the 5-minute here, little 5-minute bearish gap right here. Like this is kind of where my eyes are. And if I'm hesitant, I just don't know if I want to take it right away. We don't have any news to worry about. Like I don't know if I want to just fire away short or wait, see if we hold and then displace down and then look at the 1-minute chart, maybe find a new PD array to enter off of, if that makes sense. But you know what? We have been getting a lot of seek and destroy conditions, though, and today is G20 meeting, so maybe I should just wait and just make sure that we're going to hold that. Just in case we end up getting huge pullbacks and we just seek and destroy all in here. Nobody wants to deal with that for the 60th day in a row. All right, let's see here, guys. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. I'm not going to enter off the 5-minute gap just short right away, me personally. You can if you really want to, and like you're just super confident in short bias right now. I'm just not super confident because of like the SMT that's just looming. I am kind of anticipating that I think it could fail, but I don't want to assume it either. I just want to trust my eyes and trust what I see on the chart. So therefore, I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it the respect that it deserves, so it doesn't humble me. And just see what we do with this gap, guys. That's about it. Maybe we chop in here, do a little accumulation, manipulate, sell off. That'd be kind of the easiest way. Displace down, grab something there, boom. Let's go. It'll be a little bit harder, obviously, if it's just like a one move, right? If it just pokes it and just... That'll kind of suck. But yeah, guys, I'm thinking... We got 4 minutes left on the candle, so like we don't need to be in a rush. We can relax. But I am thinking that if we inverse this thing... And I want it to be like a nice inverse, too. I don't want it to be like we close right here, just slightly above it. Like, if we just close really weak, I'm just going to keep sitting on my hands. But if we can, like, a nice strong close, like right there, if I were to close like right there, or like up here a little bit, hypothetically, let's rip it once we get a retest, probably. No gap on the 10-minute, no gap on the 15, obviously. But yeah, our confluences for longs... Since we got 3 minutes, I'll type them out ahead of time. Confluences for longs. Long confluences. And then I guess the other one, main thing, kind of would be the lower resistance liquidity run. LR. Target. We'll just put buy side. But again, if it's a weak little close like this, or no close at all, 8 seconds. If it's weak, I'm not taking it. And okay, then we're gonna close inside it anyway. Did we get, unless we got bearish S&T, maybe I'll take a little stab short. Do we got bearish S&T though? Oh, we do with those highs, I guess. Don't we? Fuck. You know what, guys? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go one contract right now. It's a little risky. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna do one contract short right now. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my stop up here, just in case this starts sending it. But it's risky. I'm admitting it's risky a little bit because we're a little bit unsure still. But one contract, hell, man. We got 1, 2, 3 5-minute candle closes inside the fair value gap, respecting it. Hit the 1 hour, respected it. Like, I don't know. Just don't want to miss out if it just sends it here. Risking only, what? 350 only. Okay. But yeah, really the main thing is just like all this respect we're showing to this gap. So yeah, give it a shot. We waited for 1, 2, 3 candle closes. So, but yeah, if you don't like it, if it really stresses you out, if you were to take this trade, just don't take it. I'm fully well aware that this is risque. I just woke up feeling a little dangerous today. Yeah, just going for a 50-point move. It's a 1 to 3, obviously, but who knows? Maybe I'll hold. Ideally, could maybe even look for a pyramid type of an entry, just depending on what we get from here. If we, depending on what we do, like around 10:30 as well, I might look to like either cut it or remove my risk as well. Just got a CISD on the 5-minute. Still respecting that 50% of that gap though. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Well, equal lows there now. Come on, equal lows, equal lows, equal lows. You got it, you got it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm just gonna cover my ass once we take those little equal lows out inside this gap. My confidence isn't super duper high anyway for the trade. The other thing too, it's like obviously we've been bullish. I mean, you see crypto just ripping right now. It's kind of crazy that the markets are not ripping as well, like the stock market. I would kind of think it would follow suit a little bit more, which makes me a little nervous, but. All right, took those equal lows out just in case. Just put it right up there. 2 ticks in profit. Cover my ass. It's super tight. I'm not giving it any room to breathe. I'm very well aware. But my confidence is not super duper high right now. So this is kind of a bonus. But here we go. Definitely not going to lose on the trade. That's nice. All right, stop that BE. All right, well, I didn't take a loss, so that's good. I don't really like what the price is doing already. And yeah, guys, we'll look to trade PM session, obviously, at this point. I still like the move on the 4 hour. I like the idea of this thing ripping down here to equilibrium. Not all the way down here. I don't know why I was pointing there, but equilibrium rebalance of this range would be awfully nice. I could see rebalancing all this to OTE because you got this. Look at this last 4 hour order block here that took liquidity. Huge imbalance. So I kind of have a feeling it wouldn't stop here. It might like induce some people, but that's just me speculating. And yeah, man, we'll try to find a move like that would make sense for PM session. Here's my thinking. Like, if this does just dump, let's just say from here on, it will be a little bit harder. Like, we're probably not going to be able to. We'll see, but might get something if we dump, and then like there's a little bearish PD array that forms after the fact, like down here as we're taking it down, because it is a big range. Otherwise, like if this thing was to poke up into this 4-hour gap between now and the end of lunch, and then we displace down. Now we're talking.